Hello everyone, in today's video we're going to be talking about Vampire the Masquerade Bloodline, and it's getting a new release date, which means it was delayed, but they did update a new trailer, so we're going to be watching that as well, and with a couple of new details and kind of summarizing everything we already know about it, because it's been a while since I've really looked into it. We're going to be on Dexerto today. Thank you for this article. This is written by Ava Thompson-Ponwell. Thank you. It'll be linked down in the description if you'd like to check it out for yourself. The title goes, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodline 2 gets a new release window, so here's everything we know. Now, they have updated a lot since the last time I talked about this a long time ago. I feel like it's over a year now. They've released a bunch of trailers. We're only going to watch their most recent trailer because it's the one that's most up to date, obviously. And the other trailers were kind of just releasing stuff about the clan, different types of vampire clans and stuff like that in the game, which is good, but you know, it's just a lot of reading and stuff like that. Just before we get deeper into the article, I'd like to remind everyone, please subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers, and once we do, I'll be doing a Q&A video, so please subscribe. And if you'd like to check out something else I do on the channel, I do a podcast called Two Buds One Podcast, linked in the description if you'd like to check that out with my friend Alchem Games. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodline sequel to the cult classic 2004 game is primed to provide longtime fans with a modern, immersive experience as a life as a vampire. Bloodlines 2 stems from the World of Darkness series and is directly based on its namesake tabletop game. You play as a vampire in the modern era who must uphold the Masquerade, the law instituted to stop humanity from learning the existence of the undead. And since the last time I made a video, I've actually played the Vampire Masquerade Bloodline game, and it's really fun. I really enjoyed it. I haven't beaten it yet, but I have played it. It's obviously, it's a 2004 game, so it's very janky in certain ways, but I bought it on GOG and was able to play it, and it has a couple of the fan patches in it, so it's not as bad. And it, honestly, it's just, I enjoy it really. And it's, honestly, I don't, other than this game, I really don't know another game that is like a vampire RPG. Because vampires have kind of like become, not, there's some games about vampires. The only one I can remember really that's more modern is V Rising, but that's not really an RPG. It's more like a top-down ARPG, really. It's like a top-down ARPG slash survival game. So, like, I don't know another vampire RPG, really. And it also became kind of cool to hate on vampires for a long time because of Twilight. So, like, the classic vampire, like the ones in the Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines, haven't really been in the mainstay for a long time. It's a highly anticipated release, and here's everything we know about Vampire Masquerade Bloodline 2 so far. Yeah, so the release window. The Vampire Masquerade Bloodline 2 is set to release in October 2025. This is a delay because it was supposed to come out a couple months, like, it was supposed to come out earlier. Yeah. This confirmation, the latest game update video shared on March 25th, 2025 on the World of Darkness YouTube channel. Prior to this, Bloodlines 2 was stated for an early 2025 release date, but has since been pushed back so the team can work on bug fixes, stability, and performance. Now, I must say, I feel like this game is going to have a little bit of a handwave moment for a lot of these things because, honestly, a lot of people just want this game to come out so they can play it, and, like, the first game is great. It's fun. It's super janky though. Like, it's a game made in 2004. So I feel like the differences between the game made in 2004 to now, I'm pretty sure most people are going to be like, man, this is so much like such a better updated version of the game. Now, I do know there are some maybe potential differences in terms of the story and stuff like that. Cause I think your character is like a named character. And so that's a little different, but we'll see. We'll see. It's a different take. The sequel has already received a handful of delays. It was slated for March 2020 release date, but was pushed back to 2021. The developers waiting to ensure it was polished so that it could be possible for fans. The game was previously available to pre-order, but the ability was removed in 2021 after it was announced that the Chinese room would be leading the development going forward instead of hardsuitlabs. Yeah, that was a big change, and the Chinese room have made some decent games. So it's not like that big, that's crazy, but it is interesting to see that they changed developers, and hopefully the Chinese room can deliver because these are the guys that are working on this game. They've been working on it for about 4 years now, so it hasn't been from scratch. I think they are adapting what they had, so it isn't like it was a complete reset. As of the Vampire Masquerade 2, Bloodlines 2 was revamped. We won't be posting any trailers from the 2019 iteration. Yep, as they no longer reflect the final game. You can relevant trailers so far. Okay, so this is the game update one, and there is the guys talking. We're gonna be watching this muted, and so here it is. So this is the gameplay of the game, and it looks good. It looks good. And okay, the guys are talking, and yeah, look at this. The graphics also look pretty decent as well. The game looks nice as well. I don't care about this guy talking. I'm sorry. Yeah, but just look at this. It looks so nice, and I wonder what that little arrow means. And this is when they say the release date, I think, of the actual game. And then there's a little peek behind. Yeah, I wonder what this is. Yeah, it's really interesting. But I mean, like I said, the game looks good. The combat looks good. We didn't really see, like, we saw a little bit of combat, but we saw like that was a power. I'm pretty sure you possess that person to attack someone else. We haven't seen too much actual gameplay. There is a gameplay thing. This is the core characters. Yeah, this is. We're not going to watch all of this. There is one. This trailer reveals the new protagonist here and explains some of the changes to the story, such as the main character now being an elder vampire rather than a thin blood. Yeah, that was the biggest change I remember, because an elder vampire is like higher in the tier and like the ranking system. The thin blood, you're basically a grunt, if I remember correctly. But now you're going to be like an elder vampire that is recently came back or something like that, which is interesting. These are all the different types of clans. Honestly, I don't want to read too much about the clans because I'd rather like experience them myself in the game. This is the extended gameplay. This is 33 minutes. We're not going to be doing that whole thing, but this is an extended gameplay trailer this is a year old, just to bear in mind, but it looks good. Like, you got the feeding animation, you got the melee combat with fists. It looks fast too. It looks much faster than the melee combat from the first game. And it looks good. It looks good. These are spoiler heavy, end of story. Okay, yeah. And it looks good. I can't remember. Is there a gun? Do they show the guns? Because I'm currently going a gun build in this game, so I'm not melee at all, but there isn't any things like that. They're using the powers. This is like the sneak system. Now, to be fair, if the sneak system actually works, if the stealth system actually works in this game, then that's already an improvement from the first one, because the first one's stealth mechanics basically didn't work, or something was weird with them. It pretty much doesn't work, but we'll see. This trailer offers the first proper look at gameplay with Fear. I don't know how to pronounce this name. Fire, trapped in an illusionary world and forced to fight off enemy vampires and sentient mannequins as she seeks to escape from her psychic trap. The story of Vampire Masquerade Bloodlines 2 has greatly changed since the 2019 iteration. Yep. The game is set in Seattle in the modern nights, but the protagonist is now an elder vampire named Fear. Fire was asleep for over a century and is awoken with her memories altered and strange marks on her body. Fear isn't alone, as there is a voice in her head named Fabian, who was once a vampire. Fabian is Fear's companion on her journey, always talking in her head. The origins of Fabian are unclear as Fear's, so his end goal is currently a mystery. Okay. Fire, I keep pronouncing this person's name differently, must learn about the inner workings of the vampires of Seattle as she uncovers the mysteries of her past and regains the power that's been stolen via the marks. Yeah. I mean, honestly, as a pitch, this story sounds interesting. I'm kind of sad that we're going to be a named character, but I understand that being a named character is probably easier to write for. And blank slate's characters, while not terrible nowadays, I do feel like are better if their character has more personality. And it also depends on how much of the RPG, of the role playing, this game is going to go. Like, if you're role playing, like, for instance, I think one of the better, more recent explanations is Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Your main character is him. Like, you're not playing a different version of him, or you're not playing not him, but the main character of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Henry, you're always going to be Henry, but you can be different versions of Henry. So as long as we can be different versions of Fire, I think it's Fire. As long as you can be different versions of her, I'm still down with that. And honestly, I kind of prefer it to be a little less blank slatey anyway. So honestly, this might be better for me too, in terms of my personal preference. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 is an RPG with action and stealth elements. It is experienced mostly in first person's perspective as you beat up enemies, sneak around bases, and use your vampire powers to give you an advantage. Your choice of clan determines what powers you can use. You'll be among your main gameplay tools. You can also feed on the blood of your enemies, restoring your health and letting you use your powers. It's unclear how open the world will be or how dialogue heavy the game will be. I mean, I assume there's going to be a decent amount of dialogue. I don't know if it's going to be open world. We'll see though, as the current trailers have focused on particularly gameplay slices rather than the whole world. While it didn't get its own trailer, Clan Virtue will also be playable, giving players a mind control option for their version of Fire. Okay, cool. That's all we know about it for the yeah. Honestly, I think overall, I'm still pretty excited for this game. And looking at the gameplay, it looks smooth. It looks good. It doesn't look too bad. My only slight problem with it is that they haven't really shown gun weapons at all. It's only been like melee combat and stuff like that, or your powers. Now, to be fair, that is a big deal, and I understand that, that's a big thing. And this is story spoilers, but I mean, I won't see them too much because, I can't hear it right now. But I think the biggest thing is that it hopefully will actually come out in October. And that's the biggest thing. I really hope it actually comes out in October. They've been working pretty hard and it looks like the game looks good in the slices that we've seen. The main thing is it going to run well? Hopefully it will. And once it comes out, I'll be super interested. I'll hopefully be doing stuff on it as well. So we'll see. We'll see. Thank you everyone for watching today's video. I really appreciate it. Please subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it when people do that. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers, and once we do, I'll be doing a Q&A video. So if you're interested, please subscribe. Comment down below if you are all excited about the Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. I personally am. Like I said, I am still playing through the original game. And it's really fun, and I can't wait to see a more modern version of this game and just see what the Chinese room's take is on it. And hopefully it'll do enough so we can even get a third one or DLC or something like that. That'd be cool too. If you'd like to check me out on other platforms, I do a podcast called Two Buds One Podcast. You can check that out as well with my friend Alchem Games. But I also stream on Twitch and on my other socials. I have a Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Blue Sky, and Threads. If you'd like to check me out on any of those platforms. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye, everyone.